And while our past is our history, it's not definitive of where we're going and where God is leading us. And at any moment that you decide to wake up and say, you know what? No, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be like that anymore. You can do it. Okay? Yeah. So this is entitled Jane Doe. She started messing with losers and forgot the life that she was used to. Abuse became primary, affection secondary. Love, nah, there wasn't any. See, she was used to men that would take, couldn't give her body a break. So she equated to the fact that she just wasn't great. Broken is her home, no love, another number added to the score. She thought blessings were spared to those more pure. Fatherless, she wonders who she is at the core. So many stories and they all false. Ignore what she feels, go with the flow. Effects then cause and effect. She never quite knew how to say pause the effect so the pain wouldn't last long. But the numbness of her mind got her heart feeling fine. So delusions became part of her grind. And it was only in her sleep could she imagine a life rewind. But I guess while waiting for someone to save her, she forgot the story of Rahab, who went from prostitute to savior, who professed with her mouth but confessed with her heart. So God called her to save her entire family while witnessing a whole city ripped apart. The only one saved, she had a story to tell. Yet not to tell the story of herself, but rather the story of God, of how no matter what she did, what she was into, or what she'd been through, when God was ready to use her, that's exactly what he was going to do. See, God doesn't wait for you to be spotlessly clean or perfectly mature, because to be honest, to be mature is to be perfected. To be perfected is to have been completed. But before we are completed, God has to use you. Now, I may not be Rahab or Jane Doe, but I too got a story to tell. You may not be me, Jane Doe, or Rahab, but you too got a story to tell. He may not be you, me, Jane Doe, or Rahab, but he too has a story to tell. She may not be you, him, me, or Jane Doe, but she too has a story to tell. We have a story to tell. We're still standing because we have a story to tell. Regardless of our color or creed, regardless of the number of sins or good deeds, regardless of our denomination or the size of your congregation, blessings come from the Most High, public or secret, and sometimes even through secret. However, quiet is not how you're supposed to keep it. So unleash your voice and speak it. Speak how his grace kept you existing. Speak how his mercy kept you existing. Speak how your faith kept you in his existence. And rather than just existing, you now bear witness to real love's persistence on your purpose, our purpose, and the story you are left standing to tell on purpose. I don't know about you, but I'm going to tell my story. I play good things. Again, my name is Gloria Jassy, and I don't do no self-promotion, but I have a concert series in the Flatbush area. Flatbush, the Caribbean people, we sort of holding it down for the people as well. The Young and Conscious series. So our next one for Women's History is March 31st. If you guys are interested, we're under Rising Jams. Just touch base with me. We want you. It's your voice. It's about the young and conscious in this period, in this age. We gotta speak for our people. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Gloria. All right, so I just want to do a little bit of roll call for the open micers. So we got Simi on deck. She's coming up. You guys, you can go ahead and come on. Is there Regina? Regina, go once, go twice. Regina, you in the building? Yeah. Okay, so then you're after Simi. All right, Elizabeth. Eudora, Elizabeth? No? Go once, go twice. All right, we'll catch you on the next go around. And I think this is Shanice Eli. Oh, that's you. Oh, see, man? I got it once that one time. That was it. All right, so she's on deck. So that's 1, 2, 3. Is there anybody else in this open mic? I know we got Esther.
everyone. My name is Simi. Thank you all for being here and for the amazing talent and bravery and courage that we've seen tonight. It's really inspiring me. All of us, I think. I'm like a little overwhelmed. I'm getting a little choked up. But truly thank you to Green Poets Cafe and our host, Najma. Thank you. I do write poetry and perform it sometimes, but I am primarily a storyteller, and that's kind of how I feel most grounded and comfortable. And so I want to tell a story that's on my mind that came up in response to this evening. And before I begin, I want to read a quote from Arundhati Roy from her book, The God of Small Things. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. So, women do this really incredible thing because we know this really incredible thing about resources and about sharing, and that what's mine is also yours, and we can exchange and recycle and reuse, and we kind of have this understanding of the give and take. And that exists outside patriarchy, in my opinion and in my experience, that we are born with this knowledge, that everyone is born with this feminine knowledge. Another thing that amazing women do is have clothing swaps. I went to one clothing swap a couple months ago that was unlike any other clothing swap I'd ever been to. Every woman that brought her items of clothing and jewelry presented it. She held up her shirt, or she held up her skirt or her earrings and told the story behind it. So we all knew, we understood what we were receiving and the stories behind it and the attachments with it, so that when we wear it, we also wear the story. I found a necklace that afternoon. It was a bird and a branch on a necklace. And I didn't hear the story about this bird and the branch and the necklace. No one ever presented it, but I liked the necklace. I wanted to wear it. And so I took it, because it was a clothing swap, and that's what we were supposed to do. And every time I wore this necklace thereafter, I would feel this sharp buzz in my heart, and it was really uncomfortable. I think maybe a lot of people here have felt that sort of secondhand pain from an item or a person. And so I felt that pain in my heart. And I was at Starbucks maybe 2 weeks ago, and there was a young woman studying Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And if you don't know, Maslow is this German white guy who says that all of our needs are hierarchical, that once we have the foundation, we can build upon that to self-actualization. And there's something really sort of too neat about that for me, because I think that people are a lot messier than that. We don't exist in a pyramid, we exist in a puddle most of the time. Sometimes we can freeze, sometimes we can flow, sometimes people walk all over us. And so I was in this Starbucks, and it was before yoga, and I was writing in my journal. I just come back from therapy, and I was like, why am I feeling so much pain? Stop. Not there. And then I realized there was a bird on my chest that was trying to break free. And I took the necklace off, and I instantly felt at ease. I was relieved. Oh my God, thank God. Thank Goddess, I don't have to deal with that anymore. And then I was like, well, what do I do with this pretty bird, this necklace that we can all wear and enjoy? And I looked to the young girl next to me. She's not a young woman, and who's studying Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that is this tight pyramid of needs to self-actualization, and once you fulfill your foundation, you can achieve it, but it's messier than that. And so I offer her, I said, excuse me, I'm a little shy right now, but this is a really pretty necklace, and I don't want it. Do you? And she looked at me, and I noticed that there was another woman who was witnessing us. So we were happening, and we were being witnessed. And I offered her this necklace, and she said, what, you don't want it? And I said, no, it's bringing me pain. And in that moment, I was so ashamed. I was doing something that was enacted upon me in my childhood, where I was given other people's pain to wear and to hold. And here I was, doing that masculine thing, that perverted masculine thing that's inside all of us, man and woman alike, because we learn masculinity and we learn femininity by our culture. And if our culture is patriarchy, then they're both perverted. And I was offering her my pain, and I was so ashamed. And I said, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm really embarrassed. I'm gonna take this necklace back. And I'm gonna put it in the lost and found at